Hi everyone, I hope you're continuing to do well. I wanted to take this time to show you a little bit more about inferences. So today we're going to learn how to make inferences when we read. Authors can't tell you everything when they write. It would take way too long. Instead, an author expects readers to use clues in the text, like words and pictures, along with their own experiences to understand everything that's happening, even if it's not written in the story or passage. Using these clues to figure out what is happening or what might happen next is called making an inference or drawing conclusions. And this is something that we do in reading all of the time. So right now I'm going to show you how to be a good text detective. I'm going to read a selection to you, then I'm going to tell you what the character did and how the character felt, even if the author never tells me. So let's listen to this story. So the story I'm going to be reading is right here. It says, Rita ran into the kitchen, waving a piece of paper to her family. I did it, she shouted. I got them all right. I even spelled believe right. I was sure I was going to mix up the I and the E, but I didn't. All that studying I did was worth it. So this passage doesn't tell me what Rita did, but it gives me clues to figure it out. So what I'm going to type here in my questions to answer is, what has Rita done? Because we don't know that. Or the author doesn't tell us what she's done. So my question is, what has Rita done? This passage doesn't tell me what Rita did, but it gives me clues to figure it out. So some clues to help me figure it out are that she spelled the word believe, and she also said that she was studying. So some clues that I have in this might be, and I'm just taking this right from the text above. Whoops. Was that she spelled believe. And was studying. So those are the clues that I got from the text to help me make my inference. So the studying makes me think that she took a test because we study whenever we take tests. Now that I read that she spelled believe right, it makes me think that the test was probably a spelling test. So now I can write my conclusion in the last box here, which is that Rita took a spelling test. Okay, so that there gives me my conclusion for what Rita has done. I know that she spelled believe and she was studying, and I know now that it seems like she took a spelling test. What I also want to know, because this question isn't answered either, is how did Rita feel? So I'm going to type my question here in this box, how did Rita feel? And now I'm going to go back into my text because, again, remember, this is making an inference. It doesn't tell us every single thing that she did. So the part that tells me she got them all right. So whenever I look up here, I see that she says she did it. I got them all right. So if she's saying I got them all right, and I'm going to put it in quotation marks because that is what Rita said, and we want to make sure that we're quoting that is what she said because those are her direct words. So this then makes me feel, or what I know is that from my own experience to figure out how Rita feels, I know that I'd feel happy if I did well on a test, especially if I spent all of that time studying. So I think that Rita would feel happy as well. So in my conclusion, I'm going to say that Rita felt happy. So right here, we took this short paragraph where the author left out some important information, and he wanted us to draw some conclusions from this. So here I was able to use my graphic organizer to break it up into the questions to answer, the clues that I've used from the text, and I was also able to then develop my conclusion. We're going to continue working on inferences this week when we meet, but I wanted to give you this as an example for you to reference what we'll be working on this week when we work together. Have a good one.